I'm not a huge fan of domestic US lounges. Yes, they give you a little space to relax and plug in and maybe get some free Wi-Fi, but in general, I find them to be crowded, they lack design, and they charge for everything nowadays, even moldy sandwiches like TPG intern Kevin found in an Admirals Club last week. But TPG reader Dan asks, you always talk about international lounges being better. Which are some of your favorites? One of my favorites that I just went to recently was the Al Morjan Lounge, the Qatar Airways Lounge in Doha. Huge, sprawling, it had multiple restaurants, the design was out of this world. I felt like I was in a museum. The lounge staff was great, plenty of showers, a quiet area, so all the trappings of a lounge where you could actually spend 4 or 5 hours. Now I also was, for the first time, at the first class terminal, Lufthansa's exclusive first class lounge in Frankfurt. There you can take a bath and of course steal a rubber ducky. They have rooms where you can basically sit on or lay out on a twin bed. I fell asleep for almost 3 hours. Great champagne, different areas, even a cigar room for the smokers out there. So I also like the British Airways, even though I hate Heathrow, I like the Concorde room in Heathrow's T5. You can actually eat a meal, decent food and wine, and of course plane watching. And I do love Heathrow because 747s are my favorite. To see lineups of all the 747s. You know, in Asia, they really know lounges. Cathay Pacific has been renovating their wing lounge. I was just there in December. You know, it's not, I think, as nice as people make it out to be, but it's a pretty chic lounge. Singapore Airlines is pretty good as well. In Singapore, their KrisFlyer first class lounge is pretty nice as well. So, you know, the only real lounges these days that I'm digging in America are Virgin Atlantic clubhouses. At JFK, you can get a haircut or a massage. And of course, the new Amex Centurion lounges, where one just opened up near me in Miami recently, and the Seattle studio opened up, and I'm hoping Amex decides to open a ton more because they are the leaders when it comes to domestic lounges in the US. Any other questions? Tweet me at The Points Guy and make sure you like us on Facebook.